There we go. Can you guys hear me? Anybody hear me? All right. I hope you all can hear me. Somebody let me know. Just talking to myself. Somebody gonna say something. All right. Well, hopefully you can hear me. Obviously, if you're in our chat group right now, the lighting's not so great, but if you're in our chat group right now, we're actually having a really awesome Tuesday. So let me go ahead and check here. Let's see here. Hold on one second with me, guys. Hop back and forth between our chat group and y'all here who are watching me right now. Just waiting for a little bit. All right, cool. Somebody says they can hear me loud and clear. Thanks, Gardelli. Appreciate it. All right, so a couple things we're talking about today was APHD just going off again today, which is awesome. And then we were also talking about my buddy Matt's ticker, who's been in there for a while, which was PI, finally taking off. So who's got questions for me on those particular stocks today? Anybody? Basically yours. Just kind of wanted to talk today a little bit about, the stocks for today, any strategies that anybody's got for the weekend. And yeah, so let's go. If you are on Discord, it doesn't look like I'm having issues being able to see the chat within YouTube. So if I can get some questions on Discord itself, I'm going to answer those there. Still trying to get used to this different platform for live, so just kind of bear with me here. Oops, sorry. Here at work, trying to guys today. Let's see here. All right. Have a good weekend. Oh, crap. Oh, there we go. Sorry. Let's see here. Just bear with me, guys. I'm trying to figure out. I want to make sure that I hear you guys and I can see you guys. Oh, there you are. There you are. There you are. My fault. Okay. Just bear with me, guys. I'm trying to figure it out. Sorry. I want to make sure that. All right. Looks like I got some people here. So, who's got questions? I think we're good to go now. DCTH. Matt, I hate you so much right now. You don't even know. For those of you WI this morning, let's see where it's at right now, actually. It's sitting at good grief. Oh, there it is. Oh, yeah, it's up to 58. 0.0058, which means it's up 70% today so far. Having a really awesome day. Good to see that. APHD is also just a juggernaut today. It has been for last week, the end of last week. Who else got some questions for me? Anybody? Sort of bad quality. Yeah, I'm doing the best I can. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to start doing this from my phone from now on because this is not working out here. Thoughts on AAEH? Not sure. It looks like it's kind of doing its thing. I know a lot of people are in it, but I myself am not. I have to do some more research on that. Anybody interested in any particular specific videos that you want me to create? Anything like that? Is there something you want to see in particular? Do I have experience with Fibonacci levels? Actually, I don't, but that could be something that I could look into. Would I buy an APHD at 30? You know, I don't know if it would be something that I would like to chase, to be honest with you. You know, obviously, Matt, you know about my most recent video and not chasing IDDR. Probably not a good thing to do, just because when it gets to that point, you know, it just gets so volatile. You don't know when it's going to come down, when people are going to sell. Lou from chat. RMRK. RMRK, I think that ship has kind of sailed, in my opinion. I don't know. I never got into it. I never worked with it. But APHD is sitting at, let's see here, any day now. Okay. APHD sitting at 31. You might be able to play that dip quite a bit now. So that could definitely be a play if you see the support there and want to buy in on that. But as far as it, you know, running up and you just chasing it, I'm not sure that would be a good idea. Fibonacci, I mean, use Fibonacci. I mean, I can look into it. I'll look into it and see if you know, it's something that I can see value in, and see if you all can look into that. Do you think we'll see much more movement out of AZFL? I don't know if we're still waiting on filings or not. I believe we are. If we come out with some filings on that, certainly we'll be able to see more money out of that. It just depends on how long you're willing to stay in it and to work with it. Anybody do anything fun over the weekend? I mean, I knew I just hung out with some friends and just kind of chilled, did some schoolwork. I don't know about you all, but I just started my first day of college weeks ago. Or, yeah, I guess I'm in my second week now, but last week. As far as AZFL goes, though, only look into it and do some due diligence and maybe bring in something to the chat group. Maybe, I'm sure there's probably somebody there that knows more about AZFL than I do. Golfing was awesome. I did really good the first, I don't know who are in the chat room. I went golfing on Monday. Did good on the front nine, and then my back started really bothering me, and I really screwed up the back nine. I didn't lose one ball the front nine, and then lost like, I don't know, 7 on the back. It was bad. Shot a 95. I guess it's kind of average. Matt went hiking. Anybody else do anything else? For those of you who are just joining us, or haven't been to one of these live chats yet, just letting you know that I show up here every Tuesday, basically because most Tuesdays are kind of a red Tuesday, which is why we kind of nickname it Whack-a-Stock Tuesday. It's kind of a funny play on words, but it's something basically where people just get frustrated on Tuesday, so we all just come together here and kind of express our frustrations or just talk about whatever, kind of maybe to get our mind off of how the day is. But today, fortunately, seems to be doing the opposite. So hopefully tomorrow isn't actually, you know, Tuesday for this week. Sometimes it works out that way, but we'll see. How's everybody else doing? Anybody else got any questions or anything else we can do? What we want to talk about is a $20 commission for buying and selling too much. Well, Georgia is asking this question. It's $20 commission buying and selling too much. So are you asking like combined? If you're asking a combined buy-in, so for those of you who don't know, when you're paying commissions, you pay a commission to buy the stock and then you pay a commission to sell the stock. Giorgio is asking if $20 is too much. In my opinion, I think that's way too much. E-Trade charges $4.95. TD Ameritrade's $6.95. If you're spending $20 to buy in and sell, I think that's a little much. I don't know what platform you're using, but I would suggest maybe getting out of that. There's also ones that are way cheaper than that. That's extremely high in my opinion. Anybody got questions about my previous videos that I put up, who have seen them? Anything that maybe wasn't clear, or any suggestions for future videos that anybody might have? Any European market experience? That's something that I've actually looking to get into, but I haven't gone into it yet. So let's see here. It's really a pain in the ass to get the EU, which you can trade American stocks. Oh, so are you in America, or are you out of the country? It's TD Webworker Canada. Oh yeah, TD Webworker Canada. I know there's certain things you can't trade in Canada that you can trade here in the States. Yeah, that's rough. Sorry about that. If it's a legal thing, there's not much we can do about it. But anyway, back to the European one. Yeah, that's something that I'm looking to maybe get into. So stay tuned for that. I might put a video or two out on that once I find out more information on it, see if it might be something that we all see value in, and we can go ahead and look into that as well. Oh, you're a Dutch and a Dutch citizen. Well, that's pretty cool. I don't know if I've ever had anybody, who is Dutch tune into my channel. That's awesome. So welcome aboard, man. I guess I should have known from the name, but I don't know any better. I think you would enjoy CFDs. You should look into that. I will definitely look into that. Absolutely. How to tell float and dilution. So somebody's asking me how to tell float and dilution. This is our buddy Matt in their chat group. So float is basically the amount of outstanding shares that are still free to trade with. So if you have outstanding shares that's bought up yet. And dilution is it's like I want to be able to get a more technical answer for you, but in plain English, it's when a company keeps adding shares to the stock itself, basically giving you a smaller piece of the pie. And so more effort for a stock with tons of dilution and tons of and a large amount of outstanding shares to move, because all those stocks have to be bought up before it actually really takes off. So for example, PHIL, the ticker PHIL, has very low float, and it takes very little volume for that thing to move. So if news comes out on it and market makers aren't doing their thing, volume to move it. So if a catalyst comes to really skyrocket that stock, then it will move up and down freely. The theory is that it moves up much quicker than, say, a stock such as BVTK would, because BVTK has a large number of outstanding shares and a pretty high float. Now let's see here. Just more info on finding and evaluating good plays. How long to hold when it runs more than that? Don't mind the work, just need to know what work is good work. That's a fair question. It's hard getting started. It is hard getting started. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's hard getting started no matter what you're getting into though, right? I mean, if you're just starting out in a career change, say you want to work on cars. I used to work on cars. It wasn't easy starting out. So the thing that I would suggest to you is just practice. Continue watching our videos, continue just engaging in our chat group, and I think that you'll find that it will start to progressively get easier. But I'm certainly working on finding ways to make finding stocks and being able to relay that to you more efficient and easier for you to follow. I hope I've done a pretty good job up to this point. Just have to bear with me a little bit. Just starting out still, and it's hard sometimes to translate what's up in here out to you guys. So definitely working on that. Okay, back to the question about finding float and outstanding shares and stuff. So Matt, that actually is what you find in 10Q and 10K financial statements. If you go into otcmarkets.com, which is where I've shown a lot of people in the past on my previous videos where to go to when you're finding out financial information on these OTC stocks, because they're not readily available on the mainstream really. That's where you'll find those particular filings, and you can go and view balance sheets and see how many outstanding shares there are, and that's what depicts the float. So let's see here. How big of a position do you normally take? Do you ever go all in? So I never suggest you going all in. Just depending on the size of your portfolio, would depend on how large of positions I would take. So say, for example, if you're just starting out with $1,000, you may only want to take like 2 positions, maybe 3. Try to split it up that way. In OTCs, I know that a lot of people are like, oh, I hate that word, whatever. But OTCs is all about really diversification. You really should have a diverse portfolio in OTCs because they are volatile, they are unpredictable to a certain extent. And so you're not always going to get the answer right every time. More times than not, the theory is, especially within our networking group, that we do get it right most of the time. So in order to make up for some of those losses you might experience in one particular stock, you'll see much more gains after that. How do you manage your time during college while trading? No. So I'm going to school for business. I work a full-time job, 8 to 5, and then I do school at night, just online. My job allows me to kind of multitask a lot, so I can certainly, turn away a little bit from what I'm doing at the moment. Maybe just keep an eye on what I have as far as positions go. So there's that. I also coach baseball, for those of you who don't know. I'm also in a band. I kind of have a full plate. It's self-inflicted, I know. It's a little crazy, but I like it. I like staying busy. So yeah, it's a good talk today, guys. Any other questions? Who's got anything? Probably end up heading out of here. Thanks, man. All right, guys. So it looks like it's quieting down here. One thing I want you to take away from today is that if it was a red day, like it typically is on a Tuesday, I want you to maybe look at red days as like a buying opportunity, because chances are if something's trending way down for no particular reason, and you're looking at your Bollinger Bands and seeing that this is oversold, maybe a potential buying point, and you could turn a red day into a green day pretty easily by using that particular strategy, as long as you do it right. Yeah, I am a busy man, that's for sure. So yeah, just kind of like my key takeaway from our Whack-A-Stock Tuesdays. I always like to preach that, and that's all I got for you guys today. Thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it. Every time I look at my YouTube channel and see that I have more subscribers every day, it just really makes me feel like this is worth doing. And so that is all I've got for you guys today. With that, please don't forget that we still have for Houston. I know that we have Irma coming up, and that's kind of like overshadowing the disparity that's going on down there. Still a very real thing, and people are still suffering. So I will be placing the link to the description for our U-Caring donation site for you guys to donate if you can. Really appreciate that. And again, I appreciate you guys watching today, and B Smith is out.